Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, Mr. Ahmed Badr, the tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you and all. Thank you very much for having me.
It's our pleasure. Mr. Badr, now the Cairo have been chosen as the capital of the tourism for the year 2026. So what are the qualifications? Of course, Cairo is one of the very important Islamic and artistic and cultural capitals in the whole world. But what are the qualifications that were found inside Cairo for which it has been chosen to be the capital of tourism for the year 2026?
Well, Cairo is one of the oldest capitals in the world. I'm not talking about Cairo itself, but Cairo as its current location and the capital before. It's across the Nile from Memphis, the first capital for unified Egypt that was built by the great king Mina, 3,000 years before Christ. And Cairo itself, it's been over 1,000 years old.
1,400 years, approximately.
Almost, more or less, yes.
Yes.
More or less. Well, actually, it's 1,000 like 100 because it was built the year 900 something. Anyway, Cairo, of course, it's full of attractions, whether it's Islamic or Christian or Jew or even, from ancient Egyptian civilization. So many things and so many landmarks, or we can say. And Cairo has been known as the city of the 1,000 minarets because of the so many mosques were built in Egypt over the years since it was built in the Fatimic period, and starting with Al-Azhar Mosque and Hussein Mosque and all these famous mosques, Hakim and Mamluk mosques, and even the new modern mosques, something like Rifai Mosque that was built almost 1905. But it is becoming one of the major attractions in Cairo.
Yes.
There are so many cultural attractions as well, and not just mosques, but homes like old hospitals, old markets. Khan al-Khalili, of course, is the most famous one. So it is an amazing cultural city that is mixing the old and the new and modern, the future, all in one place. You can go to Cairo and old Cairo in the morning, and then you can spend your night in New Cairo, so you can have the very old and very new, and then you can go to the new capital to see the future. So it is really a great mix of so many things coming all together. They're all in the same pot, which is something you cannot find anywhere in the world but Cairo. If you go to Mu'azzez Street,
yes,
it's Mu'azzez Street by itself. There are so many monuments and attractions there than a whole country might have just in the street. So I'm not talking about the whole of Cairo. The whole of Cairo, of course, there are so many places that I cannot even remember them all. But if we're talking about the highlights, there are so many. So definitely choosing Cairo to be the capital of tourism for 25, 26,
yes,
it is reflecting the diversity and of the culture and the historic place of it, and of course, Cairo is it's the city of Azhar Mosque. Azhar Mosque, of course, we know it's not just a mosque. It's
more than 1,165 years, or
exactly,
almost more.
University,
Yes.
and it is where it's known all over the Islamic world. People come to have
Yes.
studies there, here.
Yes.
In the Azhar sent sheikhs and to the countries to teach people about religion and Islam. So Azhar itself, it's one of the, as we say, the strongest soft powers of
Yes.
Egypt.
Yes. Yes. Also, Mr. Badr, the Cairo is registered on the UNESCO list. We cannot forget this also. Give us an idea about this. Old Cairo.
Many places in
Yes.
Cairo that are registered as UNESCO World Heritage place. Of course, on top of it are the Great
Old
Pyramids.
Cairo.
Yes, are the Great Pyramids and the Saints, Abu Simbel, and many other places around Egypt and around Cairo.
Yes.
Actually, I would say that most of all, or all, it should be all our monuments registered as World Heritage, because
Yes.
we have the oldest places and the oldest civilization and the oldest monuments all
Yes.
over the world that was a big contribution in human civilization and human movement to the future. If ancient Egyptians were not just builders of great temples and
Yes.
great tombs and great pyramids, they were also artists. Their artists is until today, it's amazing. They were scientists. They knew so many things that were just known for humanity a few years ago. If you imagine at the time of building the pyramids, that was almost 2,500 years, 500 years before Christ.
Yes.
They were doing brain surgeries, and they were doing teeth surgeries, and at that time, the humanity, they didn't know even what medicine or what cure is, or they were just treating everything with magic and magician. So that was the foundation of human civilization and human knowledge as we know it today.
Yes, yes. Mr. Badr, also there were years ago started renovation and restoration work in old Cairo, renovating the monuments and the Islamic places and houses and streets even in old Cairo. Give us an idea about the importance of this in adding to the importance of Cairo and old Cairo.
Well, having this project for Old Cairo to have like places for the visitors to walk and to have like open areas with gardens, and it's adding to the visitors and to the place itself something like we all witnessed Azhar Park and what it did to the area in terms of many things. First of all, it gave it a good image, and people were going to enjoy the place and the surrounding of the area. So all these things, it is adding to the attraction itself. Nowadays, it's not the matter of the attraction, it's the matter of the services around it. The ease of the accessibility, the easy accessibility of the place, the surroundings, the services around it, the restaurants, the places, all these things are very important to every and each attraction to attract more visitors. Otherwise, you can have a really good attraction, but it's not easy to go and to access it, and there are no services around it, so people will not go. So that's a very important thing. It's a very important project, and it is started to be clear, especially in the area of Sayyida Aisha, where they removed so many. It's not historic buildings, but it's old buildings that are really were not even good enough for restoration, so they removed it and they kept some of the historic places, and they started to change the area. It's becoming more attractive. It's becoming more easy even for traffic to go in and
yes,
out.
the idea of traffic is very important, and you've just mentioned also that the old Cairo is extends the history of Cairo extends for more than 1,400 years. It's a kind of accumulation of several cultures that came after each other. So making the restoration and renovation work for the monuments in Old Cairo and in the Khedive Cairo went parallel also with the transportation plan connecting Cairo to other parts of Egypt. Give us an idea about the importance of this.
Well, again, transportation is one of the most important factors for any country, whether it's for tourism or for culture or for development. You cannot build a factory without having a road to and from it. You cannot have a farm without having a road to and from it.
Yes.
So definitely, this is what we call the infrastructure. You cannot have any development in any country, anywhere, without this development. So, of course, adding roads and having the roads already there, bigger or better, that will help tourism, because tourists are coming to move around. They're not here or anywhere to stay in their hotels doing nothing. They're here to go around, see, to go to monuments. At night they go out. They travel from Cairo to Luxor, to Alexandria, to Red Sea, to so many places. So they need roads, they need cars, they need transportation. So definitely having these roads is a huge plus for tourism to Egypt.
Yes. Also, Mr. Badr, there's an initiative launched by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities, which is called the Cairo City Cultural Tourism Initiative. So could you give us an idea about this, please? There are several also initiatives launched by the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities.
Well, there are all initiatives from the ministry to encourage tourists to come to Egypt, whether it's an initiative for Cairo or for Egypt in general, or anywhere in Egypt. So these are all initiatives that ongoing things to encourage travelers to come to Egypt and to let them know, for those who didn't come before, so for them to know what to see, what to expect, and for those who came before to know that there's many new things that we can come back for us to see it. We haven't seen in their previous visits.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Mr. Ahmed Badr, tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break, and I'm going to be back with you.